GMOs are probably one of the most controversial areas of science, but that's why I picked it because, tea sis. Some believe that they're very beneficial, while others believe that they're dangerous and not properly tested. But not everyone really understands what they are and the potential harms and benefits they have to our health and our environment. Since this topic is quite confusing, let's get right to the research so we can gain some clarity. So what is a GMO? GMO stands for genetically modified organism. It refers to plants and animals that are created using biotechnology that uses one species genes and inserts it into the DNA of another. The most common GMO crops in the US are corn, soy, cotton, and rapeseed. Rapeseed is what they use for canola oil. GMOs are used to produce many medicines and foods, but we seem to have a problem with the foods. So
Bruh, I don't even know. Don't ask me. I'm just here to deliver the info.
well, technically, we've been manipulating the traits of plants and animals for thousands of years through a process called crossbreeding. Crossbreeding is the process of causing plants or animals to reproduce with other species in order to achieve a specific desired trait. Before we started crossbreeding, certain crops used to look like this.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Crossbreeding is way different than using biotechnology to genetically manipulate a plant or an animal. Some examples of genetically modified animals include cows genetically modified to produce more milk, or chickens genetically modified to produce more eggs. So let's focus on the benefits of GMOs first before we get into the negatives. Scientists created these organisms in order to achieve specific desired traits. For example, they created apples that don't brown when they're exposed to air, salmon that grows faster, and rice that contains beta-carotene to combat deficiencies in vitamin A in poor countries where rice is a staple in the diet. The general belief is that GMOs are beneficial and help fight global hunger by making it quicker and more profitable to produce food. The words quicker and more profitable is probably where you can guess some of the negative ideas come from when it comes to GMOs. Some GMO crops are engineered to resist insects. Therefore, farmers don't have to use insecticides on their crop. GMOs have also been beneficial in helping fight diseases in crops. For example, ring spot resistant papayas or Asian rust resistant soybeans. So here are some of the negatives that circulate around GMOs in our environment. In some cases, pesticide use has actually increased. For example, Roundup-ready crops were created to be resistant to the herbicide Roundup. This means that farmers can actually use more pesticide to kill the weeds without killing the actual crop. But toxicity is a huge issue surrounding herbicides and chemical pesticides that are commonly used. GMOs may be toxic to non-target organisms like bees. Bees are hugely important in the pollination of many food crops, but are unfortunately extremely endangered by modern agricultural techniques such as GM crops.